Hello comrades, yes it's me, a Yorkshireman now living in Wales, and I'm going to carry on looking at Sustrans. Yes, my favourite charity, because I don't know why, I'm not 100% sure what they do. I've already done one video on them, or should I say 2 videos, or maybe more, because they have got my attention. This time I've been going through their 2024 report. Now, all their sort of reports, anything connected with climate change and anything else, they always seem to be like 70 plus pages long, and I somewhat suspect that's to stop people like me looking into them. However, I'm a keen reader. So, what have I found today which I find interesting? Well, as I was going through, the penny dropped what was going on, and it works like this. They get grants received from government bodies. That's us. It's all our money. It's not a government body. It's not government money. It's always our money. And as you can see on this slide here, they got £124 million. Now, I think I remember in my last video I told you that they only managed to raise themselves a mere £13 million. So, they get money from government bodies, which is our money. Charities are unelected and unaccountable. Now, I have tried to get information from Sustrans, and they just turn around and say, we're charity, mate, so go do one. Right, now, let me just remind you, this is their support costs, and as you can see, they spend over £6 million supporting themselves. And then we get to the wage costs, as you can see, which is over £29 million. Now, you add them together, and what you get is over £35 million of our money. That's what they're using. So, I said this in my last video, they actually cannot support themselves without our money. And I'm going to say our money, it's not their money, it's not the government's money, it's our money. In addition to that, they need to keep paying all the many staff who they keep getting involved. Now, as I was looking through this report, as I said, the penny dropped, and this was where the penny dropped. It was here, grants paid to institutions. Now, institutions, as you can see here, are councils. Look at that, we have a council, at Dumfries, Callaway Council, we have all sorts of councils. We also have train companies getting money, and then most of these, I believe, are private companies. Now, why are they doing that? Well, it says here, during the reporting year, grants of more than 500k have been paid to the following institutions, councils in the main, as reimbursement for project delivery. Now, this tells me that Sustrans are now in charge of giving the councils our money. Now, that's obscene, isn't it? Because all that speaks to me is like some sort of money laundering scheme, but this time they're taking a cut. So it's like having someone knocking on your door and saying, I'll look after you if you give us 10% of what you've got. Now, that's how I'm seeing it, in my opinion, on the face of it, because it says here, for project delivery. So what I don't really get is, why doesn't the government directly give them our money, and that will save at least minimum £35 million. See, I don't really get that. And you don't get any more, you don't get any better, should I say, because we actually pay council tax already to these councils. And this is why I'm now looking at England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, because it'll be the same happening all over the place. So what on earth is going on with this? And as you can see further on, they gave in total, right, they granted to public councils, which we own already, over £93 million. But they still took a cut of £35 million for their running costs. I don't get it. It's literally like some sort of money laundering scheme. That's how I see it. Now, if not, can someone else tell me why? But also, as I've said already, it seems to me that they're now in charge of the councils, and they can say to the council, we'll give you money, but only if you do what we want. See, I don't get that. I find that really weird. Now, I will go and look into some of these a little bit later on, but let me sort of tie it together. This is what I see is now happening, and the chances are this will be for a lot of large government sponsored organisation or non-government organisation. Taxman cometh, take money off them, give it back to themselves, and it is our money, not their money. They then pass it on, in this case the Sustrans, an unelected, unaccountable charity, and they decide what they call them institutions, but the public funded institutions, in the case most of them councils. However, a quick look, some of them are also private companies. They then give that back to the local government, who I've said already, we fund. But in order to do that, they then have to take a cut for their support and their wages, which at this year is £35 million. Seems a tad excessive. And that equals us, taxpayer, as you can see there with the little thing, what I'm going to call getting screwed over. And then that equals, and we're getting there already, everybody is in poverty. I don't know what to say, to be honest. Let me know if you agree or disagree, or if I've missed something really obvious. Right, converse, thank you for watching, and I don't know what to say. Oh, please tick and subscribe, because yes, like everybody else, more so now since this media law has come in, online safety bill, we're all getting bad. So please tick, subscribe, and well, have a good day. Thank you.